Hello everyone, this is Gloria Chimeze. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create a free website on Wix. So if you've always wanted to know how you can create a free website using Wix as a content management system, then this tutorial is for you. Everything we are going to be doing here today will be totally free. So make sure you watch this video to the end and don't go anywhere. Alright guys, so here we're at the Wix website. You can reach here by just typing wix.com on your web browser, and that will lead you to the Wix homepage. Because we're going to take everything from scratch, I'll be showing you how to create an account. And for starters, we're just going to click on Get Started. That brings us to this page. And because I'm going to assume that we don't have an account on Wix already, we're simply going to click on Sign Up. And that brings us to this page again. Now, guys, there's something we are going to be doing here. Because we're going to be creating Wix totally free, we'll be using their free domain, which is normally like your domain name .wixsite.com/your domain. So what happens here is that Wix usually takes the name of your email address as the subdomain of your Wix website. So let's say I want to name my website Glowtech. I need to have an email address that goes by glowtech@gmail.com or glowtech@yahoomail.com. So I'm going to be creating an email address with the name I want to give my website, which is Glowtech. I'll head over to Google to create my email address. So I typed Gmail new account. I'm going to create Google account here. All right, so guys, I've created an email address. So I'm going to use my new email address to create a Wix account. I'll repeat the email address here. And then I will put in any password. It must not be the same as the password you used on your email address, but it can still be the same or whatever. Any password will work as long as you can remember it. That brings us to this page, and it's saying we should answer some questions. So this is more like artificial intelligence. We give its feedback from the questions it asks us, and it tries to create a website based on the answers we provide. But because I want to show you how to create a website from scratch, I'm going to skip this step. I think my webcam is covering this, so I will click on skip. All right, so it's saying we should still answer some questions. It's something as what it brought up for us and the others previously, but I'm going to choose create our website with the Wix Editor, and then I'm just going to click on choose a template here. So guys, here is the templates that we can just simply choose one and then we begin to customize. Because I want to create something that looks like a tech website, I'm going to simply type tech here and look, and then I'll see the templates they have for technology websites. Of course, you can always choose even from templates from other niches and then customize it to whatever you want. I'll hit on the next one, second page. All right, I guess I'll go for IT services. So if you want, you can always click on view to preview what the website looks like. So this is a mini view. You can see view the full demo on a full page by clicking on view full demo here. So I'm simply going to pick this one and start editing. So I hit on edit. So here we are at the Wix editor, and this is where the magic happens, right? So there's a pop-up here. I think it's a video that wants to show us, give us a walk around on how to use the Wix editor. I'm going to close it. So here is the Wix editor. This is where we're going to redesign these templates to suit what we want our website to look like. All right, so guys, this is the Wix editor, and I'm going to start by walking you around the Wix editor, showing you the different tools we have here and what it does. All right, so we're going to start by the topmost horizontal bar here, where we have the menus. So here we have page home. This tab shows us the current page that is active. For instance, we have the home page. This is the home page of the website. All right, so that is why it's showing us that home is the page that is active right now. If we click on the drop down arrow, we're going to see all the pages available on this template. So, but for now, we're going to leave this now. These two icons shows us the two views we have here. We have the desktop view, which we are currently on, and we also have the mobile view, just in case we want to see how our website will look on a mobile phone. And here we have the site menu. This is where we can save our work, although the Wix editor saves our changes automatically as we edit. And this is where we can preview what our website will look on the front end, on the client side. What I mean by that is that when a visitor clicks on our website, how will our website look? So clicking on preview will show us exactly how our website will look when a visitor visits our website. And here, this is usually okay if you're working as a team and you want to get feedback from people, telling you if your website is okay, if your design is okay. And here we'll hit publish. We'll only publish after we are satisfied with the way our website looks. All right, so here on the settings menu, this is where we can connect a domain name. For the sake of this tutorial, we're doing everything free, but just in case you want to have your own custom domain name, which is highly advised if you choose to build your website on Wix, I highly advise you connect your own custom domain so that instead of using, for instance, glowtech.wixsite.com, you'll be using glowtech.com. But the downside to this is that Wix free plan does not allow you to connect a custom domain. If you are to connect a custom domain name to your website, you will have to upgrade to one of the Wix premium plans and then start paying monthly. So that's just the downside to this. Aside from that, Wix is cool for beginners. Even though if you followed my tutorials, you would definitely know that I usually recommend WordPress. So also under the settings menu, you can get an email address customized for your website here, so that instead of using a Gmail or a Yahoo Mail email address, you can have your own custom email address tailored to your website. For instance, you can have an email address as admin@glowtech.com. And here also, this is where you can upgrade to any of the premium plans that Wix offers. All right, so guys, this is an SEO feature. The get found on Google stuff, the favicon Favicons are little images or icons that will appear next to your page title on the web browser. And some of these are stuff that we shouldn't concern ourselves with at this stage until our website is set and ready. And some of them also require that you upgrade to Wix Premium, one of Wix Premium plans. So here we have the tools menu, and here we can choose what we want to see. We can choose whether we want the toolbar, which is this particular tool set here, and we can choose whether we want to see the layers panel. If we click on this, then this would show us how our website was layered. We have the header section here, and then we have the page, and then we have the footer. Of course, if you're familiar with the way a website is structured, you should know that the header section usually comprises of your website logo and your website menus. So the header section usually is a horizontal bar, that's the topmost horizontal bar on your website, that contains your website's logo and your menus. Then this layer has the body. The body of the website is the area that has the content, the main content of your website. And then the footer section is where you have the section where you have the copyright notice, all rights reserved section. Of course, you can still add links and other stuff to your footer area. It depends on how you want to customize your website. So, but for now, I'm not going to be showing the layers panel. So I'm going to go back to tools and deactivate the layers panel. And then for the rulers, if you want to show the rulers here, the measurements, you want to take accurate measurements of how you are spacing elements on your website, then maybe you would need the ruler. Otherwise, you can deactivate the ruler. And then the grid lines are these particular dotted lines you're seeing all over the place. And by default, it is activated. And I'm going to leave it at that. And then snap to objects also helps you when you are moving objects around. It snaps it so that the alignment will match with the overall design of your website. It's really important, and sometimes when you are moving objects around and you really need to align it together with the objects already existing on your web page. So for that, I'm going to be leaving that, the snap to objects, I'm going to leave it active. So the dev mode is for web developers, and it's pretty much advanced. Really not something you should concern with yourself with at this stage. And of course, help, if you need help with anything, they have documentary videos and stuff that you can go to for help. You can study them to learn more about the Wix platform, and then upgrade. You can also, is a shortcut where you can, of course, easily upgrade, because they want you to upgrade. They will leave hints, of course, where you can easily find it, so that you can easily click and upgrade. Of course, the undo and redo icons. This is the save icon. If you have basic computer knowledge, you would of course know what undo these icons mean just by looking at them. I'm not going to be teaching you how to undo or redo or save or copy and paste or left align and right align. These are things you are already supposed to know if you have done your introduction to computer. So, and that's pretty much what this particular section contains. You can see the tools here. This is more of copy and paste and duplicate and delete and align and all stuff like that. So for that, I'm going to be deleting this particular section here. And guys, we also have, of course, a shortcut menu here for preview. If you want to preview how these websites will look like on the front end, we can simply click here and then hit here when we are ready to publish. By hitting the publish, by hitting on publish, our website would then be live, and when people click on our website URL, they will be able to visit our website. This section contains all the tools that we'll be needing or we'll be using to build our website. And the first one we have here is the menus and pages tool. This has our site menu. This is where you can use any page at all and make it available on your website menu. As you can see here, some pages are active and some are hidden. This eye icon here with a stroke on it shows that these pages are hidden. And the only ones without the hide icon, which is home, why choose us, our services, industries, and contact us, they are the only ones available here on our menu. So if you want to rearrange your menu, edit your menu, choose any of these pages as your menu, hide your menu, this is the place to go. So for now, this is what we should concern ourselves with. Here, we're not going to concern ourselves with the light boxes and the page transitions. Of course, set to none for now. So the second tool we have here is the page background. This is where you can change the background of your page. So for your page background, you can use a color, you can use images, and you can use a video as your page background. But for now, we're leaving it simple, and I'm simply using white color, which is already default as the page background. The third tool we have here is the add icon, and this pretty much contains almost all the elements we'll be needing to design our website. This is where you go to add a new text, new image, buttons, a gallery to your website. You can add strips, videos, music, social icons, contact forms. You can add even a blog, a store, bookings for website that maybe would need to book appointments or stuff like that. Even members, which have to do with websites. If you're creating a forum, if you're creating a website that you need your users to sign in before they can access your website. So this is where you go to add all these elements here. The fourth tool here are the apps. So this is the Wix app market. So guys, this is the Wix app market, and this is where you go to add extra functionality for your website. And some of these apps here, some of them are free, some of them are premium. For instance, if you want to add pricing plans to your website, you can use this. You can add this one. If you want to get the analytics of visitors coming onto your website, you can use Wix app to add an online store to your Wix website. So you can use this one to get more traffic, more visitors to your website. This one would add testimonials to your website. And there are quite a lot of them here for booking, stores, Wix blog. So there are quite some apps here. Maybe when you start creating your website based on what you want, you can check out the Wix app market. You can go to this bar right here to search specifically for any app you want and see if it's available on the Wix app market. So this is it. I'm going to close it right now. And then the next tool we have here is the media tool. So this is where you can come to upload your media, photos, videos, audio files, and upload your media here. And you can either upload it from your PC or from your Google Drive, or even get media from Facebook and Instagram accounts. You can also pick any image from the free Wix image and video directories available here. So any media you want, there are so many options to choose from. So that's it for media, and The last one we have here is for blogging. In this website, I'm definitely going to be adding a blog to this website. This is because many websites are adopting the idea of incorporating a blog on their website. And many content management systems know this, and they make it easy to for someone to incorporate a blog to their website. So when this is where we go to incorporate a blog to our website. And of course, in the course of this video, you'll be seeing how we'll do just that. And this right here is for bookings, for websites that would need to book appointments. They will be needing these tools. All right, so it's not compulsory that you will use all the tools here to design your website. All you need to do is to pick as much as the ones you need to create the design that you want. All right, so guys, we have come to this is it about everything about the Wix editor, and right now we are going to start working on our Wix website. All right, guys, so for now we're going to be working on the header section, which is the logo and the menus here. So for the logo, I'm going to click on it. And of course, you can notice these options that are immediately activated when I clicked on it. And because I don't have an image that I've already prepared to use as my logo, I will simply be changing the text here to Grow Tech. So I've changed the text to Glow Tech, and it's linking to the logo will be linking to the home page. That's the default option, and I'll be leaving it at that. And the next thing, I feel like there should be some spacing in between the text and the border of the box. So I'm going to click and drag this. That's pretty much okay. And let's see, guys, if you notice, as I'm scrolling down my home page, you see that this particular element is fixed and is showing on as I scroll down, and I don't want that. I want this particular logo to remain at the header section and not show as I scroll down the page. So what I'm going to do that is to click on it again, and once these options have shown, I'm going to click on the pinned to screen icon, and I'm going to unpin it. I'm going to unpin this element. So now it is unpinned. So you can see that as I scroll down, it's no longer going down with the page. So, but you might be wondering, what am I going to do if I have my own logo? How do I upload my logo to my website? I'll be showing you in a bit. So guys, let's say I have my own logo. I'm going to click and drag this particular element out aside, and I'm going to click on add the plus icon here, and I'll click on image, and I'm going to my upload. I've not yet uploaded any media here. I should have gone to the media, but I can still get what I want with this process. So I'm going to click on upload media here, and I'm going to pick a file from my computer. That should be uploading the image I selected to my Wix editor. Alright guys, so the image is uploaded. So I'm going to click here to add to page. At the bottom right corner, I'll click on add to page. And now this is the image I want to use as my logo. Alright, the image is too big, so I'm going to be resizing. Because of the size, you may not see that there is some dots at the four corners of the image. And when you move your mouse to the dots, the mouse pointer changes to the resizing pointer, and I will just click and drag on it to resize the image. All right, so guys, so this is it. This is not the image I want to use as my logo, but I'm doing this for the sake of those who may want to, of course, use images, a pre-designed logo image for their website. So this is how you are going to do it. All right, so that is it. I'm going to delete this particular element right now by right clicking on it and clicking on delete. And I'm going to move the one I would want to be using as my logo back to where it should be by clicking and dragging it. So guys, that's it. It has snapped with the menu here, so I'm leaving it. I'll drop it here. And then for my menu, I don't like the way this menu is, so I'm going to be doing something about it. Okay, and to do that, what I'm going to do is either to click on manage menu, or I'm going to right click on this and click on design. So now that design is up, I'm going to choose from the pre-designed menus we have here. And the one I'll be choosing is this. I think I'm going to choose this. And I'm going to click on customize design. And I want the color, the fill color to be, the background color should be this. That is F2. The drop down background color would also be F2. And the separators, those are these black lines you have here separating one menu from the other. I'm going to leave the color as black. For the border, I'm going to make the width to be 2 pixels and make the color to be black. And then these corners is, if you want the corners to be rounded, this is where you can go to. Maybe you type 10 here, and then you can see that the corners of the menu is rounded. But I don't want that, or maybe I'll leave it at that. You know, it's not like I'm taking my time to create a professional looking design here. The essence of this tutorial is just to show you how to use various elements in the Wix editor to create a website. So here we have the shadow. If we want our menu to have a drop down shadow, we can enable this. And as you can see, there is some shadow around our menu. And of course, menus have always have three basic elements. One is regular, when the menu is not, the mouse is not hovering on the menu or clicking on the menu. You have the design, and then a menu also has another behavior when the mouse hovers around it. And then you also have another separate behavior when the mouse clicks on a menu. So right there, to customize the design of when a visitor's mouse hovers around our menu, I'm going to click on hover, and the background is red, and I'm going to leave it at that. And then for the clicked, the background is also red, but I want to change it to black. All right, so So guys, that is it. Check this out. This is the home. By the time we preview this, so this is the preview of our website currently. So when our mouse hovers on a menu, it turns red. When it's not, it's gray color. And when it's clicked, because this is our home page currently clicked, it's black. All right, so we're going to go back to the Wix editor. On this logo, I want the colors to change from blue to black. Actually, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be changing all the blues in this website to black. So right click on this logo here and click on design. And I'm going to go to customize design. And then I'm going to go to fill color. Sorry, the borders. I've changed the border color to black. And then I'll go to the text and change the color to black. Okay, so guys, this is it. Let's say this is the way our header is right now. If you want to change the layout of your header, you can also right click and click on design here. So these are the different headers you have. You have the header with solid color. You have a header with no color at all, of which it will adopt your background page color. You can have header with different colors here. So whichever one you prefer, you can go with. Alright, so but for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to just choose this one and then close this. So that is all I'm going to be doing for our header section. Then for the body of our web page, we have different elements on this web page. The Wix editor calls it strip. So the first strip we have here is the background, the header background image. All right, so I want to change this background image, but before I do that, you'll notice that there are two columns here. One column has our background image, and the other column has the social icons. Personally, I want to extend the background image to full width, which means I'll be removing the second column here that has our social icons. So to do that, I'm going to right click on this header and click on manage columns. So when I click on manage column, we see that here we have the first column, which is selecting the header section, and the second column, which will select the section with the social icons. So now that I've clicked on the second section, let me remove this, manage columns. So now I'll select the second column and click on this delete icon. So I'm deleting the second column. That will definitely extend our background image to be full width. So now we have just one column and on our website. So I would want to change this background image, this strip background image. I'm going to click on it, and then I would, if I have a particular image I want for it, I would definitely be going to image and then be choosing from any of the media I uploaded here. So I can decide to upload an image from my computer, or I can choose from the images available on Wix. So this is a technology website. So I am going to look for tech background, and I would search for it. So guys, this is the image we have here. And I don't want to waste time. Let me just pick from the images that are available here. So I'm just going to click on this here and click on change background. All right, so guys, we have our background image changed. I'm still going to do further customization. So I'll be clicking on settings here to style my background image. And I want the color behind the image to be black. Of course, I'm changing all the blues to black. And then I want the image opacity to be opaque at maybe 60 or 65%. Let me take it at 65%. I'll leave it at 75. All right, so I'm going to leave it at this and go back. And of course, if you want, you can still use a video as your header background image. Of course, because we must have visited some websites that you go to, and you find out that their header background image, this section, is a video. If you want to do that, you can still easily do that on Wix. But for now, I'm leaving this background image at this, and I'm closing this editor here. So guys, that's it for that. And then in this section, I want to change this particular box here that has the IT consulting and services. I'm going to change it, click on it, and then click on edit text. I would click on edit text. That would activate the text editor, and I'm going to call it Go Tech Consulting. And then decrease the font size a bit. I'll decrease the font size to let's say 55. And then I'll change the text color here to black. Okay guys, I think for those changes on the text to take effect, you have to select it, then click on the font size. I want to reduce it to 60, and then change the text color to black. Or perhaps before I do that, let me change this strip background color to let me change the background to black. I'm going to pick this and then customize the design. Then I'll change the color, background color to, let me see how red is. I'll change it to black. And then I'll change the opacity. I'll make it opaque to 60%. I'll give it some shadow. And then I'll leave the size of the shadow to be 2 degree. Into so I'm making it 2, and the distance to be 2 also. So now I'm going to change the text to white. So guys, I'm just showing you, of course, when you are doing yours, your design preferences will be different. Like I said before, the essence of this tutorial is just to show you how to use the various elements. So here in the text settings, you can change the fonts. The font selected here is Spin Maker. You can change it to Arial and of course Tahoma and the rest. And the fonts, like I said before, if you have basic computer knowledge, how to change font sizes, fonts, make text bold, italics, underline text, change the text color, highlight text, add a link to a text, align text alignment, bullets listing, and indentation, special effects, character spacing, and all that. So this is something that you would easily understand if you are used to if you're used to any text editor, maybe Microsoft Word or Google Docs. So that's just it. I'm going to remove that. I'll do the same thing for the text here and change the color to white. Change it to white color, and I'm going to also right click on this line here and change the color to white. And also do the same for this horizontal bar right here that is blue. I'm going to right click on it and also change it to black. By now you should know how I am doing this, and you should be able to, of course, repeat the process. So here what we have here actually are 2 columns, and just like we removed the double column at the background header background section, we're going to do the same thing here. We'll click on the second column and we will delete. We still have 2 columns here. I'm going to go to manage columns. They click on the second column and click on delete. So guys, it's deleted now. So what I will now do is to change the color of this strip background, change the background of this strip, and I'll be changing the strip background to black color. So guys, this is it. Should close up this a little. and then move it a little bit down here. All right, so for the button here, I'm going to change this blue background here. I'll change the background, right click on it and change the design, the background design to white color. I'm going to click on customize design, fill color, and I'll change the blue to white. And then change the text to black. So I will make the text bold so that plus icon would come out more clearly. All right, so for the button here, I want to make the button a bit rounded. So we're clicking on customize the design. In the corners, we'll make it rounded. Perhaps I'll do 50 pixel, and that will make it quite rounded. So back to this is another strip, and what I'll be doing here basically is to change this background to be black, and then I'll change these boxes here to be red, the text to be white, the buttons to be black. So let's start by changing this background color. I'm going to change the color to black. And then I will be changing, for these boxes, I'll be changing the background to red. Right click and click on change design. So the design is okay. I'll just click on customize the design. And I'll change the fill color. The fill color should be red. Let me look for a sharp red color. I think this is okay. Click on add. So this is the color we have here. I'm going to close this, and then for the text, I'll be changing their colors to white. Click on white, close this. For the title, I'm just change the color also to white. And I know there's a button here, so I'll be changing the button design. I'll right click and click on design. And then I will be choosing this button here. But I'll be making the fill color to be, we'll make the fill color to be black. I think it's better this way. And then I will make the borders, the corners of this to be a little bit rounded. Let's say 10 pixel. And then I'll close up. All right, so let me expand this button a bit. Now guys, this particular stuff. I'm going to quickly recreate this design to all the other boxes we have here. So guys, to quickly do that, a trick or tip I have for you is to recreate this background to all these other boxes here, is to right click on the box and then click on copy design, and then I will choose to copy the design to this particular design here. I think the design we have, the strip color is this color, so I'll click on apply, and that has applied that background to all the boxes here. I will do the same for the button. I will copy the design, and the former button design, there was a white background and red button, so I'm going to select the particular button I want to replace and click on it, and then that has also recreated the design on all the other boxes. So the next thing remaining is to change the text colors to white. Unfortunately, the only way to do this is to do it individually. So I'm going to quickly do that. Last box. Hey guys, so we're done with these boxes, but one other thing I would want to do is to add a drop shadow on this box background. So I'm going to click on the change the design, customize design, and I'm going to click on shadow and enable the shadow. The angle, I will make it to the distance, I will make it 2 also. The size, I'll make it 2 also. All right, so that is it. Now I'm going to recreate it again, copy the design to all the other boxes and apply. So now all of them also have all the drop shadows. All right, so guys, the next section we have here is the testimonial section. And in this section, I'm going to make the background to be black. And I will change all the text to white. Of course, by now you can also do this yourself. Basically, to change most elements, you can just right click on it and choose the option of editing, or you can double click on it. And then these arrows here, I'll be changing the arrows to blue to white. I'm going to click on the design of this testimonial. Then the slide buttons, I will change it to, the slide buttons are these three buttons here. I'll change it to white. And then the navigation arrows, which are the arrows here, I will also change it to white. And then you have the option of changing the entire design from here. So, but I'll leave it at this. The color of the name of the person giving the testimonial, I'll leave it at red. And then this strip background, this strip right here, I'm going to remove it. So I'm going to remove this strip right here by right clicking on it and deleting. All right, so now we have another box here. So the time I copied the design of these boxes here and applied it to the other similar boxes, it affected this design right here. So, but I also want the background to be red. But what I'll be doing here is to change all the text to white, this line here to white, the color of this button here to black, and this one's white background on black icon. So here for this box, I'll change the text colors to white. For the button, I will choose this black button. And design the other one to be white background and black text. Make the font bold and close. So this is it here. Then the last section here is the footer section, and here they have a contact form here and some address, phone number and stuff. But first I'll start by changing the strip background color to black color. I'll right click and click on change footer design, and I'll just customize the design and change the color to black, pure black. And then also change the center background, that's this one right here, to black also. All right, so that is it. So for the form, I will right click on this form to change the design, and then I'll click on design, and then here we'll, on the pop-up, we'll have a list of more designs that we can choose from. Let's say I choose this particular one. So this is how this one will look like. That's I think I prefer the other one, so I'll undo these designs. Okay, so this is the design we have here. I will simply customize the design of this form and change the color and change the color. I'll click on customize design. And from background, I'll be changing the color to black. And then the input fields, I would be changing the color to white. Or maybe I'll make it black also. I think it's okay like this. And then for the submit button, I will also make the fill color to be black. Alright guys, so that is it for the footer. And then for this particular email address, phone number, and the office address here, you can always customize it or delete it if you don't want it. And then for the copyright here, I will edit the text to be at 2020. I'll delete the proudly created by Wix. (2020) Glowtech. All rights reserved. So I would align this to be at the center. All right, so guys, one thing you should know here is that this social icon is still hiding. So what I'm going to do is to click on it, unpin it from the screen, click on unpin this element, and I'm going to right click and delete it. So at the footer here, I would want to add the social icon maybe somewhere. Maybe I will remove this address, or I would remove the email here. Add social bar. This time around, let me pick the colored ones. I will click it and drag down to where I want it to be, and then release it. So I will leave it at this. You can set the social links here. But this is where you choose which social links you want to add and the ones you want to remove. So I would want to remove thumbnail social icon. I'll delete it. And then and you can set the title and the social page it links to. Automatically, it's already linked to the different social networks that it's representing. So guys, this is it. All right guys, so this is it. This is a rough rock, but I hope that at least with this tutorial you should be able to know how to manipulate your way around the Wix editor to get the design you want. All right, so guys, I promised us that I will be incorporating a blog on this website. So for most of us who would want to have a blog on our website, I'm going to show you how to do that on Wix. So to add a blog to this website, I'll quickly go to the tool panel and head to Start Blogging tool. Now, when I click on that, it will open up a window and I'll be clicking on Add Now. So this whole system is automated. It's going to generate a blog for us. So here we are with this window and it's saying we should choose the type of blog that's right for us. So if you just need a blog where we'll be posting your articles and stuff, then this Wix blog option is the best for you. But if you need a blog with a kind of membership stuff or forum where people, your community would be contributing, then the second option would be best. But a typical blog is the first option, and I'm going to make sure it's selected and then hit on next. All right, so now our blog has been created. If you see our menu page, you will notice that another menu has been added here, and this is where our blog is, but I would want the blog to be next to the home menu. And so what I would do is to click on menus and pages tool, and that's the first tool on the tools panel. I'll click on it, and then I'll click on site menu, and then I would want to disable industries, make it not to be visible. I'll hide the industries menu, click on this dot icon and then click on hide. So that has hidden the industries page from the menu. And then I will want to click on the blog menu on the left side and then drag it up to the position where I want it to be. Okay, let me drop it here for now and scroll up, and then I will also drag it again and then drop it. All right, so we can see that the blog will not be visible. The blog is not visible yet because on the menu, the blog is like a sub menu to the home page, and we want to detach the blog menu from the home page so that it will be a full menu on its own. So I'll click on these dots here and then click on main page. So guys, it's now not like a sub menu to the home page, and it should be visible and right close to the home menu. So guys, this is it. This is our blog. Now the next thing we will do on our blog is to add a blog post. So I'll be showing you how to add a blog post to your blog. Click on the blog tools and then click on create post. All right, so guys, this is the blog. Here is where I write my blog title. And then for the body of my blog, I'm going to grab some dummy text. So I need 500 words. and I need it to have 5 paragraphs. So this is it. I'm going to copy it and then paste it on my blog. So here is my article, and I might want to add images somewhere. So I'll click on this plus icon here and then click on image. So here I have the option of either uploading a media or choosing from Wix, and I'm going to head to media from Wix. So I'll take this image here by clicking on it, and I will click on add to page at the bottom right corner. So the image is getting uploaded, and I have the option of aligning it on my page and or linking it to a particular source. Here in the settings, this is where I get the option of giving the image a caption or writing an alt text for it. The alt text is very necessary for search engine optimization purpose because the text here is what search engines will read to understand what the image is all about, and that will help it to rank it. So always remember to put your alt text for your images and videos and whatever you have that is not just text on your blog. If you want, you can give your image a caption. I could write my sample image here, and this is the sample image, then click on done. So I still have the option of resizing this image by clicking on this button right here and dragging it, so that would make the image smaller. You can align it left, center, or right. So that's basically it for image optimization. And the same way you added an image, you can also add a video and other stuff just by clicking on this plus icon right there and then choosing this is adding a gallery, a video, a divider, insert a HTML code, GIF, a code snippet, or even a file within your blog post. And so this is my first blog post, so I can create a category for it. So a category is just like a folder on your computer. So let's say my blog, I intend to write about tech gadgets and business stuff. I'm going to name one, separate the topics into categories, and then I'll name this one tech gadgets. So any blog post I have about a tech gadgets would go under this category. Then I can create another category and name it business. All right, so I have two categories here. Then for this post, I want to add tags. So a tag is something that can describe your posts. For instance, if this post is about tech gadgets, I could write as a tag tech, and then write gadgets as another tag. So if I want to add more than one tag, I will use comma to separate it. I have tech, I have gadgets, no gadgets. Then I have tech gadgets, comma, what am I type? Tech gadgets, comma. Then I have let's say iPhone 12 Pro, comma, and I have, so I think these three are okay. And then for search engine optimization, this is where I go to optimize my blog posts for search engines. So here is my post URL. It's advised to have the keyword you are targeting on your post URL, and that would mean your website.com / what your post is all about. Then your title on search engines will be here. Then your post description And in this case, your keywords should appear on your post URL, your post title, and your post description. And it will give you a preview of how your blog post will appear on Google. And one thing you should know is that for your title and post description, you can actually change your title and your post description and optimize it for search engines, and in such a way that people who see it would want to click on it. And it could be different from the original blog post title and original first paragraph on your blog post. So when you are done with your SEO and you're good to go, you can hit on publish. Let's check out settings and see what we have here. All right, so in your settings, this is where you can upload your cover image. It's automatically taking up the image I have within my blog as my cover image, but I may decide to choose another image as my cover image by hitting on update, and I'll choose a media from Wix, and I'm going to choose this as my cover image and click on add to page. So now the cover image has been updated and it is now quite different from the image I have within my blog post. This is especially okay because most times the images I have within my blog posts might be serving a different purpose, and I would want a separate image as my cover image. And then I can decide to set this as a feature post. If this is a major article from my blog, I could set it as a featured post. I'm not going to do that right now. And that is what we have in post settings, general, under the advanced tab. All right, this is if you want to have an excerpt, but once we've already done that in SEO, it's not really that necessary. All right, so I will hit on publish right now. All right, so because I've not yet published my website, it's still on the design phase. So, but here is the blog post right here. They already have about 3 posts as default created by Wix, and this is the one I created. Of course, I can decide to delete their own by clicking on these dots right here and clicking on move to trash. All right, so that's it about creating blog posts on Wix. So I would close this right now. Now, the reason the blog page is still right like this and we're not seeing anything is because we've not yet published our website. So right now the blog menu is active. I want the home menu to be active, and I'm going to click on this and click on home, and that will make the home page to become active. And guys, I don't know about you, but I just feel like this image right here is too noisy for me. There's too many actions going on here, and I just want to change the background image here. So I am going to right click on it and click on change strip background, and I am going to choose, let me move this my webcam to the right, and then so I'm going to type tech here. So since this is a tech blog, I'm going to type tech here and hit on search. So these are the images we have for tech, and I'm going to choose this one here. This is the one we chose previously, but I'm going to choose this one here. So once I choose it, I will click on change background. Okay guys, so this is our image changed. I'm going to click on settings, and the color behind the image is this image opacity. See if we can adjust it down to maybe 35. That's okay. All right guys, so I think we are done here, and like I said before, the essence of this tutorial is just so you will have a feel of how the Wix editor is. So right now we are going to publish, but before we publish, I'm still seeing this social bar pinned to this page, and I'm going to remove it by right clicking on it. I'll right click on it and click on delete, or I will just click on it and hit on delete. Press delete on my keyboard and it's gone. So I think using the delete key on your keyboard is a faster way to delete things. So right now, to publish, I'm going to click on this tab at the topmost right corner. Alright guys, so my website has been published and is live, which means that anyone in any part of the world can access this website using this particular URL. And this is what the free Wix branded domain name looks like. It gives you a subdomain from your email address that it grabs from your email address, which is glowtech6.wixsite.com/mysite. If you don't like this and you want to have your own custom domain name, you would have to upgrade. So for now, I'm going to click on view website. Alright guys, so this is the finished design of our Wix website. And if you followed this tutorial to the end, you should be able to create something that is even better than this. The essence of this video is just to show you how to get used to using the Wix editor to create any website you want. As we all know, this is the free website plan of Wix, and on your finished website, they will have these adverts placed annoyingly on the header section of your website, and it sticks to your website. And I think it's quite annoying that your visitors will be seeing this and it's stuck to your website there. But that's what you get from the free plan of Wix. If you do not want this, you would have to upgrade to Wix paid plan. Also, you can see the website URL as glowtech6.wixsite.com. And if you want your own branded domain name, you would also have to upgrade. So there are some really important reasons, that for you to upgrade to Wix paid plan. But that is if you are really comfortable with Wix. Personally, I prefer WordPress and I use WordPress, but it all comes down to what you are comfortable with in building a website. All right, so this is it, and we've come to the end of this tutorial. Let me know what you think about the Wix editor. If you have a website already, also let me know. And if you liked this video, kindly hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. You can also share this video with your friends. And thanks for watching this video.